Hello, and welcome to another online virtual technology conference by the International Association of Technology and Personal Computer User Groups, known as APCUG or APCUG. I'm really glad to see everyone here today for the iPad in the Classroom presentation. Today we'll explore ways in which adults can learn from teachers and from the iPad classroom concept, and much more. Now let's get at it. Welcome to the iPad Classroom and how adults can learn from this. My name is Greg West. I'm the Advisor and Marketing Chair for APCUG. In case it is your first time here, a few words about our host. APCUG is a worldwide nonprofit organization assisting close to 200 computer and technology user groups in US, Canada, and Australia. APCUG offers tons of information for user groups as well as individuals with an interest in tech stuff. Check us out today, apcug.org. Alright, I promise, no more APCUG plugs. Today we will discuss how to find amazing apps, some that you may never find on your own. We will see how to search for these apps and get information about our iPads. Before we begin, we have a few housekeeping issues that we'd have to take care of. First, due to time restraints, we ask that you type your questions into the chat box on the bottom right side of your screen. Huey will read them out at the end. The school system is rapidly changing. Technology and innovative tech-savvy teachers are responsible for this major change in how the new classrooms function. Today, we will peek into the brave new world of teachers and the iPad classroom, so that we too can learn from this. So let's get at it. iPads in the classroom beg the question, are iPads really helping kids learn better in the iPad classroom environment? The teacher must record, upload, or otherwise choose the material that the tablet presents. It is extra work for the teachers and requiring training in many cases. A recent Pew report says that teachers bring a wide variety of digital tools into the learning process, including mobile phones, tablets, and e-book readers. They also found laptops are fading away. Yes, believe it or not. Quote, laptops and desktops are central, but they are not mobile. Technology use has also become commonplace in the learning process. The study goes on to explain if the teacher only works with the students after they have learned the material presented on the iPad, she or he is using the flipped learning model. Flipped classroom that is turning usage upside down and inside out with the educational system is highly successful. The flipped classroom concept is relatively new, but one that's on fire with amazing results. We too benefit as the new iPad apps are being created and developed by thousands aimed at students and teachers with school functionality. This means that there are a ton of apps that we adults can also use daily to help with our iPad experiences. You may or may not have heard about the new flipped classroom. The students do their work at home and the homework at school. I know that sounds confusing, but we'll have a look at it. The flipped classroom is a complete 180 of the old classroom concept in which we were taught. Usually, some kids get bored in class and were forced to listen instead of doing. At home, many of the parents are doing the homework. I can see heads nodding right now. Thus, the students will never really learn the material. Quote, substituting for the teacher may be among the iPad's most effective roles, according to Education News. Okay, that's enough of the why. Let's dig into what's in it for us. Today, we will look at 3 ways we can learn from the iPad classroom in schools with the use of social media, iTunes, and iPad meetups. There are some people that are staying away from social media on the internet, so they think. But social media is up there front and center and one of the most hottest issues on the internet today. In fact, it involves everyone, whether they know it or not. Everyone's familiar with some of these apps: Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, Instagram, Flickr, Blogger, and Foursquare. If you're not familiar with any of these, I strongly suggest that you look them up because they are fantastic tools for you to use on your iPad. Here's what we're going to look at today on social media: YouTube and Twitter. Okay, let's have a look at YouTube and how iPad users can get more out of YouTube as far as tutorials and other information. YouTube, if you haven't used it, you just won't believe what's in here. There are more than 1 billion unique users visit YouTube each month. Over 6 billion hours of video are watched each month on YouTube, and over 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. Mobile makes up almost 40% of YouTube's global watch time, such as your iPad. Many organizations such as tech companies, tech trainers, and teachers upload to YouTube every day tutorials for your iPad. When you're going to do a search in YouTube, make sure you use the term iPad tutorial, and then of course the subject that you want after it. There are a lot of great tutorials on the APCUG YouTube channel, so have a go at it. Here we are here. This is the APCUG videos channel. Well, first of all, I'm going to type in something with education and iPad. This is the search box up here. I'm going to type in iPad educational apps. You can see I've typed it in before it remembers what you've typed. And I'm going to push the return key. So what we want to look at here is, you can see right here, there's about 471,000 results for this term, search term. You can scroll down and see the different things. I'll show you at the bottom. Right here, you can go to next or pick your numbers and take you to the next set of videos. As we go through it, now you can check out each one of them. You can read a little bit here about what it is, like kids games. I'm personally not interested in that, but if you have a need for kids games, that's maybe something that you might want to check out. Or orthopedic patient education. Okay, when you first get to a site, what you want to do is first thing I do is go to settings. Check the settings. It'll say 360. If there's any text or small graphics, they won't show that well on 360. I click it, and that, unfortunately, is the highest that one goes. 720 is the one I usually pick, which is HD. Another thing you want to do, you can have closed captions if you want. You can have a larger player, but I usually go full screen. And there's full screen. And if you want to get out of full screen, you just push your escape button. It's at the top left corner of your keyboard. Okay, I just pushed escape and we've gone back to the site. I click here to go back to the main page that I was on in the beginning. Another video that I'd like to point out here is iPad educational apps. It's by Twit, and if you know Twit at all, that's with Leo Laporte. He's the king of the internet, been around for 100 years, and he has an excellent iPad Today show, video podcast, and it's on for about 3 years. It's great, and you can subscribe to it. I watch it all the time. And up here, I just want to show you a couple of little tricks here. You can change words. So education app, I'll hit the return key. It changes a few of the listings, and then you can put for teachers. And there we go. Or educators. So you can see these are from the teachers, and some of them are from the students. We'll put the word educators and see what happens. And it changed a few more. So you can take this out, iPad apps for educators, and you get another slew of videos. Now we'll go back to the tutorial, add tutorial. Now you can just go down here for seniors, beginners, so on. So that's giving you sort of tips what you can put in here. So let's go for beginners. And these are all different. Some of them even offer courses. So you can go for seniors. And one more. iPad Tutorials Advanced. iPad Tutorials University, and it gives you various tutorials from universities and colleges. So you can see that it's pretty simple. Basically, the only thing that's holding you back right in here is your imagination. 184 million monthly users on Twitter, 500 million tweets or posts per day. You can get information on your iPad and apps from thousands of posts. You can follow interesting iPad users and ask them questions. Teachers use Twitter for sharing, communicating, and searching. How? Well, this is how. This is one way that you can search. You go to twitter.com/search. This is the actual Twitter search engine. You can go into the advanced search. Journalists, professors, teachers, anybody that's looking for unique and exact searches will use this. Here's the form you use, advanced search. This is fun just to try, just to see what you can come up with in Twitter. You'd be amazed. Hashtags. This is one of the main ingredients of Twitter. It's the old number sign, commonly known today as hashtag. Here's a hashtag guide for you. You may want to check out. But a hashtag links to topics, discussions, and or events. Top 10 hashtags by educators. Number 7, hashtag EdTech. One of the most popular hashtags for education. Alright, in my Twitter search with EdTech and a few of these other terms in that hashtag guide, I came across Kyle Pace. Kyle is a kindergarten teacher with a master's degree in educational technology. Kyle has almost 33,000 tweets or posts on Twitter. He is following over 2,000 people, and almost 32,000 people are following Kyle on Twitter. Here's a tweet from Kyle that got me interested. I was looking for information on Google Hangout, and I did a search and I came up with this. This is a link to a 45-minute video on how to use Google Hangouts, and it's excellent. And from there, I went and found Kyle's website. You have to check out his free handouts. He has app video tutorials and reviews. Kyle has posted some search results that he has found on Twitter as well. And one of the ones that I found, again, is a tutorial for Google Hangout on Air. 45-minute video, excellent if you're into Google Hangout. The hashtag designates a topic where other people can tweet their thoughts and ideas and links and continue the conversation. Here's my own main Twitter site, and up at the top you'll see the search box. I put in iPad, and I came across all kinds of information. The results are endless in Twitter for any topic. There's your results for iPad mini. As I was searching through EdTech and many other teacher Twitter sites, I came across TechSmith. TechSmith EDU is TechSmith's education branch, and they are on Twitter at TechSmith EDU. They offer free iPad apps, a great forum to ask questions, get answers, and of course app tutorials. I came across Kathy Schruck, and I hope I'm pronouncing Kathy's name correctly. Kathy is an interesting find for me. 5,000 tweets out there. She's following 221 people, and she has 35,000 people following her. When I went deeper into Kathy's Twitter site, I found her iPad for teaching and a link to Kathy's website. This is an amazing site. Lots of information for your iPad. You got iPad creations, presentation resources, iPad tutorials again, how to use the iPad tips, video tutorials with more info. It's just unlimited. There's 60 iOS tips in 60 minutes, a video that is a must watch. Here's Kathy's guide to everything Now, if you didn't get enough in that last one, you're going to spend maybe several hours in this one. And is there an app for that? If there is, Kathy's found it. Here is an interesting thing. She calls it Day in the Life of an iPad. Apps you may use on a weekend. Here's another one I mentioned before about Wikispace's Classroom. Any user group or anybody that wants to keep things organized online for free, this is an excellent site. Many people never use iTunes because they believe it's about songs and music. But I've been on iTunes for many, many years, and iTunes for me is far from music. In fact, I very rarely use iTunes for music. iTunes U is something unique to Apple. Its universities have provided their courses to Apple, and Apple has posted it in their iTunes, in the iTunes U standing for university section. It works on both Mac and PCs. Here's an app that works on your iPad. The free iTunes U app gives you access to the world's largest online free education content from leading institutions on your iPad. So let's have a look at it. Here's the iTunes U App Store, and what we have in here is courses from a variety of universities, including Stanford, Harvard, and more. These are the courses. You can scroll left to right on that section and find more. Once you're into a course, you're going to see the course materials. Of course, these are free in most cases. University courses, they start at basic and go to advanced. The iPad courses, they're free, and you can start from basic and advanced. Just search for iPad Basics 101. It's the University of Alaska. This course is designed for teachers and others who are just starting out with iPads. And here, if you're new to iPads U and you want to see how it works, click this instruction video. This is a great start, and it'll get you going, give you lots of information that you may not find on your own. Here's some course topics for that iPad 101. Projecting your iPad screen, Twitter and Facebook, how to use them on your iPad. Working with photos on your iPad is excellent. One more thing I'd like to show from iTunes is iPad Podcast. Gives you information that, again, you may not ever discover on your own. For instance, if you've heard of Leo Laporte, the king of the internet, he's got a show called iPad Today, and you can get all the archived shows. It's in video or audio. That is an excellent show. There's others, iPad Stories, it's for business, and iPad at Work. You may want to have a look at these two iPad Business podcasts. They're excellent and lots of information that can apply to day-to-day iPad use. Download this app today and get the most out of your iPad. Next, we're going to look at iPad meetups. This is where you can get a group of iPad users in your community together to meet and share information about their iPad and iPad apps. I created one 3 years ago, and we had to stop advertising it after we first started because we ran out of room. There were no seats left, and everybody connected to the Wi-Fi. It was killing our Wi-Fi. There are unlimited benefits to iPad meetups, and one of them is hands-on learning. If you're sitting there and you don't know how to do something in Gmail on your iPad, somebody will come over and actually help you. And if nobody knows, there's always people looking up this information, and then we all discuss it as a group. We should go around and share ideas on different ways of using your iPad and other things that you've found, maybe attachments for your iPad, or you're sharing new apps. This is where you just come across some amazing stuff. And it's always great to meet other iPad users, because that's what we do. We talk iPads, and that's what I love. And here are a few tips to help you with your iPad meetup. First of all, be creative, don't be old school, and don't be boring. Thank you for watching this iPad in the Classroom session. I hope you join us for more virtual conferences with APCUG. Greg West at alternatecloud.com. I'm going to leave you with some links now from this presentation, and please let me know how you enjoyed this. Here is our YouTube channel for APCUG. This is where you can find all our videos from our past webinars on all ranges of subjects. So just go to youtube.com/user/APCUG videos. Please help us out, subscribe, click the like button, and please comment or ask a question below, or even offer some apps and continue this conversation. So subscribe, like, and put your comments right here, and or questions, as well as any apps that you have that you would like to share pertaining to this topic. Here are some of the main links from this presentation. You have the app links and also internet links. The APCUG YouTube channel, there's the link, there's our website. It's chock full of all kinds of information, and you can check out all the user groups worldwide. Send in your suggestions for the next iPad broadcast. Follow me on Twitter. Lots of information. And coming soon, we have a brand new website, alternatecloud.com. We will be featuring iPad tutorials, live online iPad meetups, tons of links to other iPad sites. If you like this video, please click the like button below. Share your favorite apps in the comment box.